I'm here.
I want to make sure I do this right, and I'm doing this for my own protection, for my own account. Can you just state your name and who you work for, that it's okay that you said it's okay that I record this phone call?
Sure, yes. So my name is Jasmine, and I'm with the Wells Fargo Online Fraud Claims Assistance Center, and this call is monitored, maybe monitored or recorded.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And yes, it is okay to.
I'm sorry,
it is okay to record the call.
You're saying it is okay to record this call?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you. So, do you need me?
Hello, Neil?
Yeah, hi, Jasmine. Sorry, I just moved around in my
Neil.
house for a second while I was on hold. No worries.
Sure. So, thank you for patiently waiting. I do apologize for the hold. So, I tried coordinating with the department on the other line and also asking what kind of automated system we have. And they said currently right now, the automated system of Wells Fargo is currently under update. It's still updating. And also in regards to asking if the phone number is or can be added, they mentioned that was not part of the IVR of the system of Wells Fargo.
That's what I was told by Wells Fargo and by other people, is that. I mean, like, I even called right after this happened. That's all I wanted to know. Okay, so you just said the automated system is updated. I don't even know what the automated system is. That's number one. Number two is, when I called back when this happened, I called back from a different phone. Same number I was calling before, a number I'd never used, definitely never used before. That's not in my profile. And it never asked me the question the second time. And I had a bunch of friends call in and my business partner call in from the States. So when you say the automated system is being updated, what do you mean it's being updated? And since when?
Right now, they just told me that it's just being updated because of money transfer through online.
Through whose money transfer? Money transfers in general?
Yes. That is the only information I was able to gather from them.
But what is the automated? That's why I still don't understand, Jasmine. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be obnoxious, but what is the automated system? Sure. What are you talking about? Because it's like the $1 million question.
The one that you, like if they provide you options or provide you information when you call us, it's like pressing 1, pressing 2, like that.
Oh, that automated. Okay, but so you're saying that nobody in your entire fraud department could even verify that system either exists or doesn't exist?
On our department, we're not going to be able to provide any information in regards to that. Apologies for that.
Okay. Well, that pretty much answers my question without answering it then. Can you tell me when they started updating the system? The automated system?
They just provided me the information that the system is currently being updated. So they just provided me that information because I was also asking what kind of automated system we have, or if the IVR is really asking for phone numbers, if they can add this to the customer's account. They just said no, it's not part of our IVR, and that is the only information I can provide.
Okay, just so I'm clear, and I'll let you go, Jasmine. Can you repeat what you just said so I understand? Because I'm sorry, there's still a lot of information to take in. You're saying that the automated system is being updated, but what about it?
Yes.
What's the other part?
In regards to the number, the one that if it's okay to add the new phone number to your account, that is not part of the IVR of Wells Fargo.
And that's not part of your IVR or IDR?
Yes.
IVR. It's not part of
IVR.
Oh, IPR. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like, it's an acronym for. What does it even stand for? Identity.
It's a interactive voice. So it's like pressing 1 for yes or 2 for no, like that.
Oh, so interactive voice recognition or something like that? IVR?
Yes.
So you're saying
Yeah.
that the IVR where it asks you to press 1 or 2, that the Wells Fargo system does not have that ability. That's all I need to know. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they provided that information. That's not part of Wells Fargo.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Jasmine, you've been extremely helpful in helping me solve this puzzle. I appreciate it. Sorry this took like 45 minutes for you to do. I'm sure you've got other clients that have bigger issues. Separate phone. I'm dealing with 2 separate complete issues, the most serious of which is this thing with my phone being spoofed and you guys, your IVR system, apparently not being yours when I called in, but it was your phone number I dialed, and it was the same Wells Fargo voice, and the number penetrated into your system and put it on my profile in your bank. Does that kind of make sense?
No, it does, and I appreciate you going in depth. Like I said,
A couple days later, I call in, as I often do. I'm overseas in Geneva, as you can see by looking at my account. I've been over here for quite a few years, 5 years, and been a customer since 1997. So I call in from my Swiss cell phone, not the one I'm talking on again, just not to be repetitive, but so you understand. I call in from my Swiss telephone. Your voice, not your voice prompt, but the Wells Fargo voice prompt. This goes into the second issue, which is our biggest issue. The Wells Fargo voice prompt, the IVR system, said, "We recognize you're calling from a number you haven't used before. Would you like to add that number to your system? If so, hit 1. Now, having been a customer since 1997, and since my colleague with whom I'm merging our companies together in the middle of a 9-figure deal right now, which is the biggest deal of our lives, that's very obviously important, where we wanted to put all the money into Wells Fargo Wealth Management. I called him, and he called his family, and he called a whole bunch of people, and he's like, I've never been asked that before. So long story short, there's 2 issues. There's the one thing with the Zelle, then there's the final conclusion of today's series of calls before I got to you, which was I called your fraud department fresh this afternoon, 4 or 5 hours ago.
Yeah, those are the 2 that I have. So first one under your account, second one under her department. So I'll make sure to bring both of those up when I reach out to my colleagues in the fraud department so we can kind of collaborate a little bit further. But just want to make sure that everything we have here thus far, just kind of going to go over full scale so we can, kind of wrap this up. We have the 2, obviously, which is the 2 complaints. One being the fraudulent charges through Zelle from a Justin Whitney for services rendered $100 and $150 both on May 16th, May 17th, and then also a spoof number, this 214 number that you gave me, which is a false number, essentially letting us know that our call security has been compromised, and if it obviously is yours, it could be a wide scale issue, which we also thank you for bringing up to our attention.
Well, and that's the thing, Jordan, is that but one of the biggest banks in America won't make this fast track. I'm like, of course I can get you anything you've asked me for that I've been able to offer you. I've gotten you. I'm not withholding anything. I'm the one who's actually now in I don't even know what kind of position it is. I'm the one who's the customer, the only customer except for my colleague who's not directly involved in this, but as a Wells Fargo client, he is involved because your system was breached. I'm kind of in a position where, what am I supposed to do? Become a whistleblower? I'm not really interested in doing that. I have banked with Wells Fargo since 1997. And despite the dozen or so people I talked to before I got to Jasmine, you and the fraud lady and then whoever she spoke with and her supervisor that verified that on the IVR, people were rather pleasant. But as I've said, and these calls have shown, nobody took it really seriously. And why doesn't the CEO know of this? Why doesn't your vice president of IT know of this? Why aren't they on the phone with me? And why don't I have something so you guys can do something about this and notify your clients, or lock it down and then notify your clients afterwards like most companies do. There was a breach. We took care of it. The more days that go by, the more it looks like Wells Fargo is actually trying to cover this up. And I'm not into conspiracy theories, but it's really looking odd at this point. And so I guess I've done everything I can. You've done everything you can. If your supervisor hasn't taken this seriously enough, when your fraud department already verified it, I can't keep repeating the same stuff over. This is a massive problem, and I don't know how to contact your CEO or except by going through the media. I don't even know what to do that. My colleague can call probably, and they're going to look back and see this started on May 23rd and nothing's being done. This is like escalation. Like, why isn't anybody escalating this to the actual executive team and board of directors? Somebody who can say, shut it down, find out why our IVR system was hacked, because we already verified it, and notify our clients that our system's offline, or whatever you would need to do. That's beyond my capacity on how that would be handled PR-wise or even technologically. Technologically, I mean, I imagine you just shut down your online system for a day. But like, do you understand the pressure and the position this puts me in at this point?
No, I definitely do, and like I said, that's something I tried to stress to those around me. And like I said before, I can only disseminate the information that was given to me to you.
That's actually my biggest concern. Just so everybody knows, at the end of this call is not the fact that I don't have the NDA. That's too bad, but it's actually the fact that nobody's even assured me that this has even been taken care of, and it's been 16 days. But I guess I'm in a position now where I have to decide, am I going to say something? Because I don't know what to do at this point. I'm not letting all Wells Fargo customers be subject to a massive breach and keep the secret to myself. That's not the kind of person I am. I don't make stuff up, and I don't keep secrets that affect people's savings and trusts and the bank accounts that they have when, I mean, I don't know what it's like in America now. I hear the economy is pretty much in the poo-poo right now. It's really bad for people. And people are earning and they're spending, and they're earning and they're spending. But even people that are rich don't want to have their money at risk. Executives and tell them what's going on, because whoever's blocking that is really causing harm and risking a lot for a lot of Wells Fargo customers. It's really sad. It's really, really sad. And I mean that I don't mean that emotionally. I mean, that's really sad. There's so many people, and their money's just sitting there, and God knows what's going on inside your system, but you guys aren't dealing with it. I don't mean you, but you're. Okay. So, Jordan, you know what the situation is. We've talked about it. You know very well that I haven't asked Wells Fargo for anything. I'm not trying to get a bug bounty. I'm not extorting. I'm extremely concerned. And since we talked last, all I can tell you, without breaking any confidentiality with the people that did the analysis on my phone, in the period 72 to 96 hours, that entire period before that call was made to Wells Fargo that recognized the 214 number, and that your IVR system, which doesn't have that functionality of putting the number in my profile, they did an analysis on the phone. There was a massive increase in data usage, and they're doing.
Say that one more time, Neil. You cut out.
Sorry. So on May 23rd, which I believe was the day that number was put, that 214 number was suddenly appeared in my profile because I had called. And we've gone through this. I'm not going to waste your time. I called Wells Fargo from a Swiss phone. It said, do you want to put your new phone number in? No. Your fraud department verified the IVR system does not function like that. You don't have the capability. You're kind of operation. Somebody should care about that, but I don't care about that anymore. I don't care about the money I lost. I really don't. I care about the other subject.
Yes, sir. So in terms of the NDA, I've gone back to my lead, my supervisor as well, and they've told me repeatedly that an NDA still would not be on the table. They gave it to me, but in terms of getting you that legal document, that is not something that we would be able to provide you with. Now, however you want to go about it, whatever channels you need to go through in order to of course, protect yourself. I can't tell you one way or the other. Like you said, you feel as though you have a legal responsibility.
I don't feel I actually do. I do have a legal responsibility, and I hold no legal liability. What I was deleted. I really don't care about the confidentiality agreement anymore. In the beginning, I did it because I wanted to do it for Wells Fargo. I wanted to do it for your clients. I don't want to be the guy that does this, but I hold no legal liability for going public with this now. I didn't ever have to call you guys back again, but I did it because you were extremely courteous. I know you've done everything you can. I don't know who your supervisor is, but I was told by the person who's the VP of a major financial institution that it is unrealistic that a supervisor for somebody in the gentleman's position you spoke with, which is you, that a supervisor did not have the capacity within Wells Fargo to contact the legal department. He said that's an absolute blatant lie. And to prove it, I didn't do anything except say, what on earth are you doing not taking this seriously when your fraud department verified it? And I was rude to him at the end because he disregarded this. But it's an obvious hack, and I don't understand. I get it. You've done everything you can. Your supervisor says an NDA won't be possible. I just wanted to give you guys the information. The NDA was to protect Wells Fargo. It wasn't to protect me. And it's unfortunate that there's some weird thing going on that apparently nobody in the supervisory level above you wants corporate to know about. And I hope this does not cause some sort of banking exodus. That's not my goal. My goal is credibility. I have the credibility. I have the validation. My end, your end. And it's unfortunate that this problem was not fixed because obviously it's still going on. Otherwise, it would have been fixed and there would have been an announcement. There's a lot of breaches that are talked about in the media. I mean, even this morning, they were talking about multiple companies being hacked. They announced them. They're completely transparent with their customers once they discover it, whether it's a software company or whatever it is. For Wells Fargo to not talk about this and to bury this the way it is, and it's a bury, there's no question about it. It's not your fault. There's people's money, their well-being, their savings, their trust accounts, and just regular, like, working Joes like you and me that all have our money in Wells Fargo. It's really, really sad. But friends, I'm not going to go out defaming you guys. Be assured there will be no defamation ever. Not a single false word. But I will, if anybody ever asks me, I will simply tell them, don't ever bank with Wells Fargo. And it's unfortunate because you guys have been the greatest bank until this whole episode, from 1997 until present. I don't know what's going on in the company, but it's messed up. And it could hurt a lot of it. It could already have hurt a lot of people without even them knowing it yet. So
yes, sir. Well, I definitely appreciate your patience in the matter. I know obviously this is not the easiest time for you, so I'm wishing you Godspeed with your situation personally. And while we weren't able to achieve the outcome that you're looking for, I appreciate you essentially working with me and giving me some grace as well. Like I've said before, you make whatever move you feel is the best, your next step. So
and the only reason I will speak about this publicly and diffuse this is because it's for the protection of all Wells Fargo clients, which as of tomorrow I won't be anymore. So I appreciate everything, and I wish you all the best as well.
Absolutely. You take care, okay, Neil?
Thank you so much, Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye-bye.